reason why testimonials are by far the best thing you can focus on, or the most important thing you can focus on, is because you actually show that you know what you're doing. See, there was a guy who said he can help me with social media growth, for example, and I was baffled by it because he had about 1,000 followers on Instagram. He had no YouTube, he had nothing else. And he's telling me he knows all about social media and all of these things. He's not walking the talk, and you really need to walk the talk. People aren't done. If you outreach to them, they're definitely going to look at your profile, going to look at your views, your YouTube channel, your everything that you do first before you try to help other people. And you should really check on how you actually think what you, like, you're just, don't be a hypocrite. Like, I wish I could just look at myself and ask myself, am I being a hypocrite? If I go to a business owner and say I can make them $10,000, but I haven't made $10,000 for myself, it's being a hypocrite. But if you have someone telling you that, no, you're a good person to work with, you are a hard worker, it's much different. Because you can go to a business owner and say, I am a hard worker and I have done these things and I can help you. Compared to saying that I can help you make this XY return, and it's just nonsense. No one is going to believe you. And there's this, it's not 2019 anymore. And I wish I knew that these things that are being told are just saturated, and you really need to stand up. No one is believing just because you say that you can do this. It's easy for me to say that I can make this. It's easy for me to say I can make the sky green. It's easy to say that I can make you $1 billion. It's easy to say that I will get you 50 clients in a week. It's easy to say it, but have I actually done it? Do I have proof on myself that I can do it for myself? So you really need to walk the talk. And I wish I knew that, honestly, is you really need to focus on testimonials, even if you do some free work for a testimonial. In fact, I actually got my first testimonial from a rejection. So I gave him a bunch of free value, and then he was like, no. We went on a call, and then he just flunked me over. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just ask for a video testimonial because I gave him a lot of value. And then he was like, yeah, I don't mind that. And in that first video testimonial is what led me to getting another client, or my first client. And I wish I focused more on the testimonials rather than going with no proof, with nothing, and just saying, I am good and I'm this perfect. Honesty is by far the best thing you can do. You can generally just go to someone and say, I am a new person and I'm new to this thing and I don't know what I'm doing. Can I please just do some work? And if I'm good and I make you money, just give me a video testimonial. And by far, that will cost you little but have the highest reward by far. And that's the second thing I wish I knew. And the last but not least thing, but isn't necessarily correlated to getting clients, but more on how you maintain clients, is how you get a high paying client is not from a flipping DM that you just send once. I find it highly unlikely, especially if you have no social proof. You're not going to get a high paying client just like that unless you are lucky. But someone who's willing to go on a call with a stranger who has no social proof is by far not going to spend $1,000 more on their business. It's very unlikely. So I wish I didn't trust them as much, didn't get comfortable with, oh no, I got my first client, so I'm just going to relax and I know I can do this over again. I wish I just told myself, no, this is someone who's low paying and who isn't the ideal client I want to work with. And I'm going to use this money to reinvest it so I can get a high paying client, so I can get someone who is even easier to get results for. See, the thing is, it's not even about a low paying client is the fact that you can't even do your job properly because maybe he doesn't get traffic. If you go to a business owner who doesn't even have a business that's profitable, how can you help him if like his product is trash? So I wish I chose the right people to work with, and if I did get the people that were not the people I wanted to work with, I wish I just had this abundant mindset that I need to still keep going and still find a way to get the high paying clients. And how you get them is really how you lose them. If it's so easy to get someone, it's also so easy to lose them. This can apply to a lot of things, not just business, but if she's hard to get, she's hard to keep. I think. I think you get the idea. I don't know. I don't even care about that stuff. Anyways, I just want you to understand that you really need to focus on if it's hard to get, it will be also more likely for them not to sell you over. It will also be less likely for them to just leave unannounced or just say they're not going to pay or do these funny things that most clients kind of do nowadays. So I wish I focused on these things. And to be honest, there's there's a lot of things out there that can say you need to do this, you need to do this. And I wish I had a trick. I wish I had a magic trick. I wish I did. Unfortunately, I don't. But you generally just have to work hard. And you really have to work hard. I wish in those 10 months I just viewed it as it's okay. You know, sometimes it's not even about getting rejected, it's the fact that you're getting rejected that should motivate you. What kept me going is that, oh, they're saying no. So one day someone might say yes. So I just need to keep going. Don't put so much weight on the no's. Just know that if they're saying no, it means that there's something that you're doing wrong. And if you work on that something, you're most likely going to get a client. And the thing is, don't take a no as a disadvantage. Actually view it as an advantage, because if someone says no, ask them why. And if they tell you why, and then they say, yeah, your Instagram sucks. Come on, man. Or your content sucks. Then you can be like, oh, thank you. I'll work on my content. And then I'll work on my Instagram. And then this will lead the chances of me getting a client. So don't view rejections as this horrible thing. I've often heard some people say, I'll just try for 6 months, and if it doesn't work, I'll just give up. But what if the seventh month you are going to get the client? Because I could have given up at the 6th month, but I kept going and I kept going. I could have given up at the 9th month, but just at the 10th month is when I landed the client. So just keep going. And outreach is by far the hardest thing, but you generally have to get your reps in. You generally have to get the numbers in and not have an ego and learn from your mistakes. And that's what I wish I did in the first 10 months of this whole copywriting, now switching into growth operating and a bunch of other things I can't explain in this video. And that's by far all I wish I knew. And God bless you. Just subscribe, because it's flipping 4 a.m. and I didn't record this video for nothing. So kindly subscribe.